Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sagar.Utekar and this is day 4 of our season 2 daily DevOps SRE challenge series. So far we have covered very important basics of DevOps and SRE and today we are going to take it to the next level. Before going to that, let me walk you through what we have covered so far and what is our plan. If you remember, first we discussed the syllabus for the season 2 Daily DevOps SRE Challenge series. We promised that, and this is what going to happen. We promise, we are promising that this is going to be hands-on learning. We are going to cover comprehensive coverage of everything that is required for DevOps and SRE engineer. And we believe in the community driven growth. We are getting feedback and suggestions from the community members, and we are continuously working on that. So, this is this season we're dedicating to freshers or someone who wants to jump into DevOps and SRE role. We also mentioned that if someone who has all the season 1 challenges but interested to brush up their basic knowledge skills and want to verify the solution or still want to taste their knowledge, then this is the season for them as well. We are making a promise that this is a one-stop solution for interview preparation as well. That is the top thing, right? You are not only getting a hands-on knowledge, you are not only reading the theory, but you are preparing through these challenges for the upcoming interviews. So, upskilling, community driven growth, and the interview preparation at one resource. That is our daily DevOps SRE challenge series, season 2. So, what we are going to cover in this season? We have started with basic of DevOps and SRE fundamentals. Then we now are covering the Git and GitHub advanced and the basic. We are going to cover the GitHub actions. We are going to cover the GitLab and GitHub. We are going to cover the Linux shell scripting network, which is very important for any DevOps SRE engineer. Doesn't matter how much number of years of experience they have. Linux and networking is not going to go away or for anyone, for fresher or experienced candidates. We also told that the DSA at some level and the Python programming language, Python scripting language is very important. So we will cover that part as well. We are going to cover the CI/CD using Jenkins and GitLab, and we are going to cover the GitHub actions. So that will cover the entire CI/CD part. For the observability, we are going to check out the Grafana, Prometheus, ELK stack, and I did not mention it earlier, but my plan is to cover the Datadog and Splunk because I'm seeing lot many openings for the Datadog and Splunk as well. On the configuration management side, we are going to cover the Ansible for now. And on the cloud side, we will mostly use the AWS and Azure. But if time permits and people are interested, then we will try to include some exercises or the challenges for the Google Cloud. On the containerization side and container orchestration side, we will cover the Docker containerd, we'll cover the Kubernetes, Helm, Argo CD, Flux CD, and the plan is to cover some important new tools like Grow and Cops and everything. So that is plan. We will also cover the Terraform and the crossplay. So don't worry about that. This is a huge syllabus. I know it is very hard to believe that one DevOps or SRE engineer needs to know these many things. But we are learning practically. So I'll make sure you are not forgetting any concepts or any theory or um, any important question while solving the challenges when you reach to the end. So we are going to club everything that is required as a DevOps engineer together in multiple challenges. Only promise I need is that you are solving these challenges regularly and following the path which I am sharing for you. So that is the promise. You are going to get help. You are going to get the mentorship for free. The challenges are free. Uh, just make sure you are very consistent and truthful to the promise which you are making. Okay. On day two, we covered the DevOps and SRE basics, which is important because when people go for the interview or working as a DevOps and SRE engineer, the thing is they might not know what is the DevOps role or what is the responsibility of site reliability engineer, and we don't want to fall into that. We are someone who really understand the basics and skillful DevOps and SRE engineer. So having this knowledge of DevOps and SRE engineer is important. I have already created YouTube video on that. Please make sure you watch that video and try to understand the differences and the similarities between DevOps and site reliability engineer. On the next day, we covered the Git and GitHub basics, and I have documented all those important commands which we covered in the day three challenge. Not only that, I have put all the important notes for your interview preparation for like what is version control system, what is centralized versus distributed version control system, then um, how to install Git, how to set up your GitHub account, what are important commands like git add, clone, git config, git checkout, git commit, git push, okay, git log. So all the basic commands and the summary is mentioned on our GitHub page. So make sure you watch that again if you have not understood. Okay, before going ahead, I have a small announcement and a celebration to do with my community or this another family, which is nothing but today we have hit the milestone of 2000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. And for few people, this might be a very small number, but for us, we know how hard we are working day and night to make it the huge impactful initiative for the DevOps and SRE community. So this is just a beginning, and we are happy with the progress we are making. And I want to celebrate this with your community, this with my community and the learners, because without you, this wouldn't have been possible. So thank you very much again for the love and support. And I'm looking forward to get similar or more support from all of you. Okay, that is it. So next, let's discuss what is day four challenge. And I have documented all the steps for the day four challenge. We are going to look for the advanced concept in the day four, which is how to modify the commit. So you will find the task for the amending a commit message. If you by mistakenly add something wrong in your commit or you want to modify your commit, then how to do that. So that is the first task. Then the second subtask is interactive rebasing of your branches. So you need to use the rebase method to squash your commits from the different branches, or you know and while working on different branches, then how to rebase one branch into another branch. You will also check out different methods to merging different branches. So I have the interview questions and the important comments on that. We will walk you through that. The third task is tagging your release. So make sure whenever you are creating the branches, the tagging a release is very important thing, and most of the DevOps engineers doesn't understand that. So we are going to cover that, how to create tags and how to push tags for our branches. The next subtask is syncing your changes. on local repository with a remote repository, and that is your fourth subtask. The next subtask is stashing and cherry picking the particular commits from the different branches. So how to uh, you know temporarily save your changes while working on the multiple branches, and um, picking a particular commit from the different branch for your main branch. Then how to do that? That is the fifth subtask. The sixth subtask is again rebasing your feature branches and resolving the conflicts, the merge conflicts while doing a rebase. Seventh and very important subtask is reverting the wrong commits, then how to do that. Okay. And this is a theory question, but you can implement that using practical. Very important interview question, which is branching strategies. Check out different branching strategies, research about Git flow, GitHub flow, trunk-based development, and different branching strategies available. And that is those are the subtasks for your day 4 challenge. And I have listed down everything required, all the commands required to solve the day 4 challenge. Okay, if you want to amend your commit, which means if you want to modify the commit message, then you will use the git commit hyphen hyphen commit amend option. So I have put the use case and the visual workflow and the example how to do that. Please check out and perform the first subtask. Then I have also included the commands for rebase, and you also need to check out the different options with a rebase, how to use a interactive rebase mode for squashing your commits or dropping your commits. Okay, that is we have two subtasks on that, so make sure you check out the git rebase command. We also have a subtask on tagging a release, and for that, I have already added the important commands. You just need to follow these commands and perform the subtask, which is nothing but you can use a git tag command, and with that, you can also put a proper message and push those tags using git push origin hyphen hyphen tag. Okay, if we have one subtask on syncing with the upstream or remote repository, for that you need to use git fetch and git merge commands. So check out those steps as well. There is one more subtask, very important, which is stashing and cherry picking. This is very important question. What is Git stash and what is Git cherry pick? So Git stash will help us to temporarily save uncommitted changes, and cherry pick will help us to pick up specific commit from the another branch. And as said, we have the subtask on the stashing and cherry picking, and these are the commands you need to use for that. Again, very important question. What is the rebasing and the merging? Because anyways, it is helping us to merge the changes from one branch to another branch. So make sure you check out the differences between the rebase and merge. Okay. So in simple one line word, the rebase will help us to keep the linear history ideal for feature branches, and merging will help us to preserve the branch history. Okay, and the commands are here: git rebase and the git merge. Then we have the two very important commands: git reset and the git revert. Git reset comes with multiple different options like git reset hyphen hyphen soft or hard or mixed. So check out those options. And I have already included the use cases and how does it work. So we have the subtask on that. And so I have included some theory from my end for the Git branching strategy. So make sure you check out that. I hope the challenges are clear, and I have already provided the commands required to solve those challenges. Not only that, I wanted to make it special as we are celebrating 2000 subscribers milestone for our YouTube channel. So I have included the very important interview questions for the Git and GitHub. So the first question is what is difference between git reset hard and git revert? Then we have the question on what is difference between origin and upstream, the difference between merge and rebase. Then we have question on how to resolve the merge conflicts. This is something which we covered on the day three as well. What is the purpose of git stash and git cherry pick? Okay, then how to tag a particular release, how to rebase the changes, then how to undo the last commit messages using git reset or git revert, and what is difference between git revert and reset. Then we have the question on git fetch and pull. How do you delete the remote and the local branches? What is git reflog? Then what is git bisect? Okay, very important question. Whatever is expected from a DevOps research engineers, everything that I have documented on our GitHub repository. So please make sure you watch this video and go through the important interview question before going for your interview. And I am very sure you will be able to answer all the questions based on whatever the challenges we are solving and uh, the the theory and the notes I am providing. Okay. Then the one thing I noticed is that many of you are not submitting the solution, and very few people are, so many people are watching and trying to attempt the challenges, but they are just reading it. So I personally believe is in that if you are not solving practically, it is not going to help. And many of you have also asked in the past how to remember everything as a DevOps engineer. So important factor is here is that doing a practical. So make sure you are following the challenges and doing a practical uh, as well. Okay, to submit the solution, you can create a solution.md on your GitHub repository and also share that on LinkedIn. I already explained why this is important to create our own, uh, personalized guide or something personal brand on LinkedIn. It will help us to get more interviews and more visibility on LinkedIn and such um, important platforms are case about who is continuously learning and who is helping the community. So please make sure you are submitting the solutions as well as you are doing the practical, not only following or reading the challenges that is not going to help. And no worries, if you get stuck, we have our Discord and the YouTube. You can always reach out to me on the Discord channel, or you can watch the videos and put your questions on the YouTube video. I'll be happy to help you. So stay curious, keep breaking the things, but safely, and happy coding, happy learning. Uh, and before closing this video, I want to say again thank you to all my viewers and learners for supporting and the love you're showering over these past few months. And I'm happy that I'm making some difference. Together, we are making some difference in lot many people's lives, and that matters a lot. Okay. So if you the one announcement I want to make or before making a one shot videos, I want to take your inputs whether you need the dedicated videos on GitHub Basics and whatever the topics upcoming. So let me know in the comments so I'll know how many people are interested and is it really required for my learners. So based on your inputs, I'll start creating one-shot videos for GitHub Basics, the Linux, networking, and going forward, Docker, Kubernetes, and many more things. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end, and see you again in the next video.